It was very confusing. Also, I talked to my friend Jordan about relationships, and he is like he's married. He's like a stick with it, commit type guy. Old fashioned. And when Jordan says to you, hey, Chris, I've been listening to you for a few weeks, and it sounds like you need to break up with this person.
Yeah.
Like you go do it, because every other time it's me convincing Jordan, I think I need to break up with this person.
So how do you look at me? Like, am I a guy that you go to, and do I give you sound advice where you like?
I think it's sound advice. I think I go, Jordan is going to lean towards the commitment and relationship. And I think you're a good 50-50. You'll also tell me pieces of advice and then finish them with, but I don't know.
You have to. It's disclaimer. Protect yourself.
But I don't know.
It's like sending an LOL. You're pretty much just saying, hey, I don't fucking know. I'm just talking.
And I think anytime you give anybody advice, make sure you end it with, but I don't know.
Because guess what, Chris? You don't know.
And also now it's my decision.
It's your decision.
No one's telling me to do anything.
Literally.
Because they go, but I don't know.
The best only way to do it, because any advice you give to someone, it's that asterisk at the end, it's that little grain of salt, just being like, hey, but I also am trying to maneuver and understand this thing called life. So I can only give you the advice that I can give you. And the only things that have worked for me. But at the end of the day, I don't fucking know. Yeah. None of us know.
Yeah.
You can say what you think is going to work for someone, but you don't know.
You're also kind of just like giving. Sometimes I'm just giving friends advice to see what they really believe. You know what I mean? It's like when you're about to flip a coin, you're like, do you want it to hit one side more than the other? You know?
Yeah.
And then you kind of figure that out, and it's like, sounds like that's the advice you need to hear.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
I feel like I give really good advice. I feel like I'm an individual that you can come talk to, and I give really good advice.
You're skeptical of people, though.
I am very.
You don't assume the best in people when giving advice.
I think that you assume the best in people too much.
That's might be the difference.
Yeah.
I go, let's try to understand everybody, and you go, what is the secret motive behind all these people?
That's not how
you don't do that with close people, but you do that when starting to date somebody new.
For you or for me?
For me, or I remember a story of my roommate meeting somebody abroad. He met her in Seoul. She said she was part of a dynasty. She was working at the hotel. He had like this amazing 3 days with her.
Oh yeah, 3 days? Fuck out of here.
I was like, oh my God, this is an amazing love story. And you were like, she's lying.
Well, yeah, I always try to bring that to the table. I always try to bring some bullshit to be like, people are pieces of shit.
The sad part is, I believe in this story, you were probably right.
I was probably right.
Yeah. So, like, it wasn't actually a love story. It was actually weird. And you were the first person to put doubts in all of our heads about it. And
I don't know
right.
how.
And you were right.
Do you ever hang around people and you hear the advice other people give people? And you be like, whoa, this explains so much about you.
That's tough. Life. That's tough, yeah.
Like when you hear someone and they're just like, you should do this thing that you're listening to from your ears that you've developed over the years. And you're like, that is not a thing that anyone should do. Why is this person telling this person this?
Yeah, especially when you're not as good of a friend as those two, but you're I'm pretty sure you're listening to bad advice, but I don't know the whole circumstance.
See, I ain't that person. If somebody can bring me as a +1 to a party, and if I hear some bullshit going down, I gotta jump in.
I've been in a few times where I give people relationship advice, and like halfway through I go like, maybe I don't know their relationship.
Oh no, that's all the time. So like I hate when people, okay, you want to dive into some shit?
Well, we could dive into it. We have a welcome to the show.
Let's just fucking talk.
I'm in.
When people on the internet, because the internet knows everything. Everybody on the internet knows everything. So people on the internet, you watch these relationships on Instagram, on social media in general, and people don't understand that on social media, I tell everyone this in life in general. I'll give you a quick bar. We're all brands. It's just a matter of how you're branding yourself. You're all brands. Everyone is a brand. How are you branding yourself is a question. Ask yourself that every day. How are you branding yourself? So on social media, when you go on certain pages, that person's branding themselves however they brand themselves. They may brand themselves very shitty. You may go on certain pages and you're like, this page sucks, and that's a shitty page, and it's not.
Or they may not be overthinking how they're branding themselves, which I think is a lot of people.
But you can brand yourself in different.
You are branding yourself whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, and you can brand
there's
yourself
plenty of people who aren't
also
thinking about
outside of social media. I'm not saying that that's the only place to brand yourself. You can brand yourself obviously in the real world. But
your teachers in high school have brands in a way, right?
They do have brands.
The guy who wears exercise gear to class.
But
the guy,
but even more for me, it's just about what are you selling? Like what are you supplying to the? What are you giving off to the world? What is your brand? What are you saying to the world each day that you appear? Each day that you go on somebody's page. Certain days I'm taking off. You might not see me post at all, but I'll go on people's pages and you see different people in relationships and all these different things. Understand they're feeding you and they're branding themselves with the image they want to. So if you see two individuals madly in love on the internet, understand that's a brand and that's just the internet. You don't know what's going on in their relationships. And I hate when I see people write stuff like get back with this person or do. You're like, you don't know if that individual is being beat every day. You don't know if a girl's getting choked out. She's not going to tell you her truth all the time. She may just post a picture of her and this dude because he's cute or he's a good look or he has money or blah, blah, blah or whatever. Or she's afraid. Or she knows that if she stops posting.
Or she wants to look like the girl with a boyfriend.
That too. But I'm saying also she could be afraid. She might also know the moment I stop posting anything is the moment questions occur. And then I have to answer these questions. And I have to go down this dark tunnel of all these, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I think about that and I think about relationships in general, I hate when I see motherfuckers say, be with this person or get with this person. Stop doing that shit because you don't know relationships. You don't know what someone else. And that's why I move certain ways when people, like, I'll hear people say, oh, if you see this girl out with, a different guy and she has a boyfriend, would you tell your friend? I'm like, it depends on how close that friend is. It depends on how much I know that individual because I got to make sure I'm feeding this information to somebody I know they ain't gonna go home and beat that girl. Like, what if I gave this info to somebody that
or they can be okay with that too.
They might be, might be a close enough.
They can have an agreement. They might have an agreement where like, but I don't want to see it or hear about it. Yeah. And now you're like telling them, and you're like, well, why did you didn't need to tell me that? It's not you need to tell me that. It's you being sloppy, baby girl. Because even if you're in an open relationship, you still have rules. So you'll say, hey, don't go to fucking hotspots with a side nigga. Maybe.
Don't go to, ain't no motherfucking open relationships being like, go out on full-fledged
I don't
dates.
know. I'm thinking about one circumstance where a girl I knew was dating a guy that is famous. And I don't really know the guy, but I know the girl. But I saw the guy out, and he like was a mutual friend, and he was with a girl. And I was like, interesting, because you're my friend's boyfriend.
So I was just going to ask you, number one, you said dating. Were they actual boyfriend, girlfriend, or were they just dating?
I think they were boyfriend, girlfriend.
Did he post her?
Yeah.
He posted her as his girlfriend?
Yeah, they like made stuff together.
Okay.
They were like dating.
All right.
But I was like, I don't know what your relationship is, and I also didn't know if I was.
The relationship was.
I also didn't know if I was close enough with that girl where I needed to butt in.
But you also didn't know the relationship between him and the girl he was with out and about.
That's true. That's why I didn't say anything. I never did say anything.
I have female friends who I'm just cool with. And I've never touched, I never will, and we'll go places and have just one-on-one dinners.
Yeah.
I have a female.
I don't
Shout out to Courtney. Me and Courtney me and Coco go just hit a dinner for no reason. Be like, let's pull up, go have a drink here.
Definitely.
And people will see us, and I'm pretty sure people will be like, oh, he fucking
Right.
What? That's my friend. That's my real life friend. And it's important to have you got to at least have like one female friend.
Are we over that like men and women can't be friends thing right now?
I kind of live
over it.
I live in a weird space. I live in a weird space of like men and women. I kind of fall on both. I don't feel like you should just be full-on best friends. I feel like at some point in time, one of the individuals is going to want to be with the other one. I'm not saying that this person or this person's wrong, or they may both go in with the most platonic ass, we're going to just fucking chill, we're just friends. I'm saying if you start spending a lot of time with somebody organically and you're attracted to that sex and that person, then you might end up being like, you know what? I like this person. This person's fucking really cool. Like, man, I ain't never thought about that.
What if I just married my best friend?
Yeah, everybody had that thought.
Well, there's a whole nother conversation there, but
we're having a sex.
Welcome to Wine and Weed.
Okay. Hey, we're back.
Whoa.
John Ros is in the house,
I'm
even
here.
though he hasn't
John
been
Ros is
part of
over
this
there
conversation
chilling.
yet.
He don't give a fuck about us, man. You know, he just in his own world. He texting some chicks right now like, I'm going to be done with this bullshit in 20 minutes. Pull up at the crib. Postmate yourself something.
I like that John is becoming our sex symbol.
John is a sex symbol. He's not
Yeah.
becoming. John was sexing before he walked in.
about
here.
I
time.
guess you're right.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. But I like that everyone's like, and that sexy dude with the glass.
Yeah, I don't know what his
It's your
handle
branding
is.
now.
Absolutely.
That's
full-
and
yeah,
that
that's
is
branding,
branding.
people. It's
Wow,
branding.
it's
Have
true.
you got hit with
That's
some
why I suck at branding, because I can't do AKAs.
Have you got hit with some DMs?
Yeah.
Like some being like, what's good? What's popping?
Hey.
Not ever in life. I mean, from wine and weed. Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Specifically
yeah,
from
100%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Through the roof. Y'all keep them coming.
Please.
Keep them coming.
Ooh, that's your brand, John. Keep them coming.
AKA.
I know you're probably wondering if you're watching on YouTube why the fuck does Steelo have on glasses. And to be honest with you, I don't know.
Cataract.
Just wanted to wear glasses in the crib, and I was like, fuck it, go sunglasses, some Hollywood shit. But I think I wear them well. They're kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it fits
I
the
feel
vibe.
very rapperish if you're watching again on YouTube. I'm looking like a straight up rap. I like it.
I feel like I look like I'm at a sleepover because I kicked my shoes off, and now I
Are
feel
those
like I
what kind of
feel
socks
like
are those?
Pretty matchy though.
they kind of look like watermelon.
Yeah,
They
to
did.
say.
I didn't want to say it as a black man. I stayed away from saying. I didn't want y'all to be like, oh, of course he thinks they look like watermelon. And I literally was like, that looks like watermelon socks. Oh, we don't give a fuck, Chris, because we haven't introduced ourselves yet. Fuck you. Hey, this is Steelo Brim, a.k.a. Sterling. No. Actually, what am I fucking a.k.a. is it?
Pajama Pete.
Nah, it's Skateboard
Skateboard
Steve.
Steve.
It's AKA Skateboard Steve, AKA Mandingo Lover, AKA is that a third leg? Nah, that's just me. AKA my mama named me Sterling. Oh, I'm trying to think where I want to go with this one. I'm making it up as I'm talking. Mama called me Sterling, but you ain't gotta call me at all, okay? Pimpin' ain't dead. These hoes just scared. I'm out here, okay? You're here watching Wine and Weedy. You know who you with. The last man over there is who?
Is me, John Ros.
Okay.
AKA the Facts Guy.
Yep.
AKA Brown Peter Griffin. Spider-Man's best friend.
I like it.
Let's see. The 51st Dates Chef.
Ooh, where's the roof?
And Big
That was
Sexy
new.
with the
The
glasses.
nose
No,
that
no.
knows.
Sexy.
The nose that knows.
The nose that knows.
I don't do.
Sounds like Coke, and the way
Yeah.
you looked at the screen.
Yeah, you gotta like.
That's what I was
cover
literally
your
about
mouth.
to say.
He's selling. We
We're
found out
not-
John's just selling drugs through the fucking.
we're
Man,
not
look,
a-
look, like I try to keep it under wraps. All
We're
right.
not about other drugs on this show, okay? We
Yeah,
just
yeah.
about natural marijuana.
natural marijuana.
I heard a good AK for the show though. It
What
was,
is
Oh yeah, well, oh yeah. I
It was
remember
the blood of Christ and the devil's lettuce. I thought
That's
that was kind
fucking
of funny.
good.
Okay, I'm the blood of Christ.
That's
fucking.
fucking.
No,
dude,
because
good.
wine and weed. You know.
Oh, I thought you were calling him the devil
Yeah.
something. I was like, yeah, he is.
No,
whatever.
the devil's lettuce.
Oh, the devil's.
And the
Yeah,
blood
and
of
then blood of
Christ.
Christ. Yeah.
All right, that's not bad. Actually.
I was like, it's pretty good.
fucking good.
That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. That's actually really good.
It's
Right?
very
It's
good,
It's a
right?
great balance.
Yeah,
of the
you
show,
went
too.
through what I went through. Well,
Oh, I never heard this shit.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
it was a
it doesn't
comment.
rhyme. I don't like it.
I read them comments.
I read. Oh, don't try. Oh, you tried to make me out to be a bad person. Like I
You
didn't
know?
read the fucking comments.
Yeah, I'm these people's friend. In case you, AKA, I'm your friend.
Look, I'm not
Hell
your
yeah.
friend because I'm skeptical of everybody. But guess what? I want to be friends with all of y'all.
Skeptical Steve.
Skeptical Steve. It's how
And
easy
today
it is for me.
we are smoking some lemon. I almost said lemon curry.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said 11. I was like,
I did
ooh.
too. I was like,
Stranger
Lemon
Things.
Thai.
okay, lemon tie. I like
Lemon
that.
Thai.
Lemon
I
Thai.
like that. I like that.
sounds like
Hey,
a
did you see
sativa.
this list?
From Claiborne Co. And then we are drinking Bowen Pinot Noir from Santa Barbara County.
Ooh.
Except here's
Oh,
the
it's
thing.
from America.
I went to fucking World Market because I was gonna get some international shit, and I picked something from Santa Barbara.
Yeah, well, you know, I did find out.
I went to World Market.
So funny.
God damn it.
I did find out that you know, American reds are a little fattier. I told you this already, didn't I?
Fattier,
Yeah. A little
meaning more caloric.
Yeah.
Huh? Who would have thought?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, have you seen this? The shit that came out today with Joe Budden, the list that had Joe Budden trending on Twitter was top 50 greatest rappers of all time. First of all, anybody that takes the time to put together a list of top 50 greatest of all time, it's too much. Number one, it's too much pressure. 5 is more like, okay, I know who I like to listen to, these 5 people, but 50, you're definitely going to forget some people.
I thought it was a bizarre list, too. It was like, hey, here's my one person's taste.
So if you guys don't know the list, I'm going to read through it straight really quick, if you're fine with that. We have Jay-Z at number 1, Nas, number 2, Joe Budden, number 3, Styles P, number 4, Black Thought, number 5, Fabulous, Jadakiss, Biggie, Ghostface, Kendrick, Benny Siegel, Rakim, Pusha T, Redman, Tupac, Scarface, Andre 3000, Common, J. Cole, Lupe Fiasco, Royce, DMX, Drake, T.I., Raekwon, Twista, Method Man, Eminem, Prodigy, Mos Def, Kool G Rap, Big Boy, Jeezy, Snoop, Cameron, Bun B, Lil Wayne, Killer Mike, Ice Cube, AZ, Mace, Stack Bundles, 8 Ball, Big Pun, The Game, LL Cool J, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, Busta Rhymes, and Lloyd Banks, number 50. So let me start by saying, whoever made this list, fuck you. That's the first thing I want to say.
Good.
Because there's no way in hell you don't mention Kanye West in this whole list of 50 people.
Yeah, that's insane.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care if you don't like Kanye. I don't care about the bullshit Kanye's been going through and been saying and the Trump support. None of that shit got to do with rap.
But somebody
You're
might
not
say
gonna
that
fucking
he's
slander his
definitely
name.
one of the best hip-hop musicians of all time. But somebody might say, is he really the best rapper?
We're
or
talking
his
50.
raps?
Fuck out of here.
I agree.
It's so many motherfuckers on this
Also,
list.
his whole first 3 albums say that he does belong on that list. I don't think he's lyrically
talking
been on that same
50
level for a long
people.
time. But yeah, he needs to be on that list, 100%.
Secondly, when we talked about this list off air, Chris's first thing was Joe Budden, number 3. And that was the whole internet's first thing. Joe Budden.
I didn't even know Joe Budden was a rapper.
Was a rapper. He thought he was just a podcast guy, I'm guessing, right?
I thought it was a personality
Personality.
podcast.
And I was actually, I think, probably the first person that said to Chris, and maybe ever, that if we're talking about the actual, from the purest, the most purest rap fucking kind of person just loves rap, real hip hop. Joe Budden is an incredible rapper. If we're talking just rap, Joe Budden's a fucking incredible rapper.
Are you good at
Nope.
Sorry, you keep going.
Should I get cones?
No, it's okay.
Okay,
I can
scared.
do it. I was just wondering if John could. These are just a little bit. They're like mega big.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm
those
just
are the
gonna
size of our normal cones.
I know, but it's going to be harder for me to roll that up because I have a little technique that requires them to be about that big.
Well,
It's
just
okay.
fold the dollar the other way.
I'll be fine. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Okay, I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Keep
fuck?
going.
So we're talking just from the rap purist standpoint. Joe Budden is an incredible rapper. Is Joe Budden number 3? So this is my question to you guys in general. I don't know if we should start with this shit, but this is something we can cut up easy. Easy cut up. When you think about top rappers of all time and you really get into the rap argument of who is the best, do you just talk about it from a lyrical standpoint and actual, like, there's so many layers to rap. I think it's hard to ever make a list. Let's start with that. You got actual flow. You got actual lyrics and what that person's talking about. You have beats. Do you guys, when you think about your top 5 list, or when you even think about rappers in your head at all, do you think about them more from the lyrical standpoint of top 5, or do you look at it as an overall package? And I only ask that question because if we're talking about an overall package, I just think that we need to mature and get to a place where we accept as a community and as a whole that Drake is top 5. You motherfuckers need to stop lying and saying Drake is in top 5. Drake has more hits than the Beatles and Michael Jackson.
Was Drake not on that
Drake
list?
is on it, but Drake is number fucking 23. And Drake is top 5, and we're talking about the fact that Drake can actually rap. He picks good beats as well. And he has number 1 after number 1 record.
He is an X Factor,
And he's
right?
done it for a decade straight. At what point are you just hating versus you just being like, oh, I prefer. You prefer whatever the fuck you want to prefer. But you're not going to sit here and say Michael Jackson ain't top 5 entertainers of all time. And just because you may not like Michael Jackson's music, that's your business. But you got to still be real with yourself. And with all that being said, I would love for you guys I would love to hear yours first, John, because you're staring at me
We're gonna have the top 5 rapper conversation right now. That's big.
The first one the first artist that came to my mind that I didn't hear him on the list was Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac's on the list.
Oh yeah, what number is he?
He's number 15.
Okay, gotcha. That's like just West Coast. Like that's I grew up listening to his music, and he's definitely on a top 5 for me. Let me find out the other 4.
Oh, really? It's like that. It's like you ain't even got like no. Do you listen to rap? Let's start with the fucking basics.
It's not my preferred genre, but I definitely have a lot of songs that I like.
God damn, what's your preferred genre? You got a name like Big Sexy with the fucking glasses, and your preferred genre is not rap or R&B. You fucking sex symbol. What's
oh man, I would say it's alternative.
Oh word.
Yeah.
Oh word. So when we were talking that Blink 182 on the show, you was feeling that shit.
Yeah.
This rap shit is beyond you. You gotta leave that.
No,
shit
I mean
for
there's alternative rap. There's like
There's alternative rap.
Yeah,
Like who would you consider alternative rap?
like Rex Orange County.
Man, nigga, if you mention some shit like that on the show, who
Or
the fuck
like,
is that?
Like Living Legends or like
What the fuck are we talking about? Y'all just making up
like
names.
Zion I and
Y'all
the
just
Crowd.
know y'all can bother
Like
me.
Big Sexy with the glasses.
You know, Big Sexy
John,
with
you
the
should drop a fucking record.
I'm
Alternative
so
rap
down.
Record. Big Tech with the glasses. I'll definitely A&R for you.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of any of the motherfuckers y'all just named. Shout out to all of you, Living Legends, and who was the first people from Orange County?
Oh, Rex Orange County.
Rex Orange County. Oh fuck yeah! Is that like B-Raz?
No,
Malibu's Most Wanted. What's good?
No, God.
Fuck it.
It's nothing like that.
Okay, so Tupac is the number 1 on your list, and then Rex.
No, he's not number 1. He's definitely
Rex
on
Orange
the 5.
County's number 2.
Nah, I don't. I wouldn't consider him on that list. Is what I'm saying.
I think Kendrick Lamar is one of the best rappers of all time. I think
I'm here to listen because I'm gonna give y'all my list.
I think he's like in the top 3. I feel like Tupac and Biggie get this like street cred because they died, and I do think they're both fantastic, but I don't know if they make my top 5. Eminem is an incredible rapper, an incredible lyricist, but he doesn't have the catalog of hits. You know, like he's done one thing really, really well. But has he like gone through a journey? I think Jay-Z is number 1. Makes a lot of fucking sense.
It was like personal favorites, right? Or are we trying to say like
No.
I think
the
we're
world?
arguing what the best rapper
I think we're arguing
is. And
top
yeah.
5 rappers of all time.
Oh, of all time?
Because
Okay,
your
gotcha.
personal favorite
Yeah.
basketball player might be Allen Iverson.
Yeah,
but you're
yeah,
able to say he's not top 5.
See, I feel like I
players
don't
of all
really
time.
have a like. I feel like my opinion is void in this conversation.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah,
got it.
yeah.
So then for me, if we gonna dive into this, their list again was Jay-Z, Nas, Joe Budden, Styles P, and Black Thought was their top 5. So that person, I know who you are already. Straight New York rappers. So like when I listen to this list, it's somebody from New York or from the East Coast. Like you're either from Jersey or New York. There is no fucking hiding. Like there is no way in hell that you. Black Thought again is one of the best rappers again, ever. But Black Thought for me is like you don't have no hits, fam. I mean the Roots got hits. He's from the Roots. If you don't know who Black Thought is, he's from the Roots. He's the rapper from the Roots. But for me again, I'm gonna go through my list real quick so we can move on. And I don't have a top 5 like in order. I don't. Jay-Z, Nas, Kanye, Kendrick, and if I had to pick a 5th, probably Drake. 3 stacks would be like 3 stacks.
Yeah,
would be
Andre
like
3000. Andre 3000.
Yeah.
I was surprised that he was that far down on the list.
Yeah, he's number
I'm surprised Ludacris
17.
didn't make it on at all.
Yeah, Ludacris
I
should
think
be on the list.
Ludacris has one of the most unique flows of anybody.
100%.
Even if his content isn't the A+,
He
his
could, but he
flow
always
is incredible.
could. You just knew Ludacris knew his lane. He was like, I'm gonna be a fun rapper.
Yeah, he's fun.
I'm a fucking commercial fun rapper. I'm a fun guy, but I'm still talking some shit in it. But yeah, I just think people think Joe Budden actually made the list himself. I don't know if Joe Budden made the list, but I do think that
you kind of backed up Joe Budden being on the list.
yeah, I do think he should be on the list. If we talking about top 50 rappers, I think Joe Budden should be on the list. But I think if we talking about just your catalog, your hits, your flow, everything that goes into it, those people I just named, to me, are the ones that can back that. And I'm a big Biggie fan, but Biggie only had really 1 album, 2 albums. Like, Tupac.
Well, I came to the realization of like, while Tupac was groundbreaking, Kendrick is better.
Yeah, no,
Kendrick is a better rapper than Tupac, and he does the same thing Tupac does.
Kendrick is
and his albums are better, and his whole thing is better.
Hey, we might. Hey, you
so
live in LA, you might get shot. No, actually, you good.
I unfortunately had to replace Tupac with Kendrick on my list.
You a Tupac? See, I didn't grow up listening to Tupac.
Tupac was like one of those first times I realized that rappers are smart.
Yeah, but you both are from California.
Exactly.
I'm from Chicago, so I didn't grow up listening to Tupac.
He's more important to us.
He was way more important to you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
you have like Common and
but that's not even. We had Twista. Twista on the list too. We had Twista, Common.
Twista's.
I love they put Twista and Common, who are both good rappers, but didn't put Kanye. This is like somebody has a problem.
Yeah, this
with
person
Kanye.
has a problem with Kanye.
They put Lupe too. Lupe is amazing.
Yeah,
Lupe was the first Kendrick. He just didn't understand what he was doing, and he was too smart, and he felt like the game. He was too much against the game. He didn't want to play the game at all.
Ooh, he's like me. He doesn't want to brand himself. You know. He has AKs.
Yeah. But then you end up branding yourself. No, because even though you don't want to brand yourself, there are others who I agree that don't want to brand themselves, and there are people who then by doing so brand themselves as being not easy to work with. If that makes sense.
I
Lupe wasn't, to the industry standards, easy to work with. So everyone was like, he's too difficult. So let's walk away. I don't think you're difficult though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you just don't want to
so
brand yourself.
I got we usually roll cones on this show.
We do.
And I don't feel like I did too bad.
You didn't do too bad. There's a lot of room up there up top. But
yeah, well, it's a king size roll. It's a little tough to roll king size.
All right, whatever you need, man.
But it's all right. I need a lighter.
I just love that. I just figured out from this fucking show that John doesn't listen to rap, and it just makes me like.
I kind of feel like we should have we should always have a segment that's kind of light while we roll a joint. It's like a rolling conversation. That was an interesting conversation.
Conversation.
Oh, we should always come back to one conversation and call it the rolling conversation.
That's good. I like that.
I want to start. Season 2 is gonna have like.
I gotta learn how to roll.
Season 2 is going to be.
It's gonna be crazy. All right. Let's get into this first episode. Let's get into this first article as we light up. You'll see why it's relevant.
Okay, so the headline is: more than 20% of millennials claim to have no friends. Poll finds.
Oh shit!
Except me, because I'm your friend.
You have 12 friends. You
it's
said.
My branding. That's my branding. Is that I'm their friend.
Yeah, I know your fucking brand, but you also said last week you had 12 friends, or 2 weeks ago.
No, I know. What does that have to do with this?
Well, you're a millennial.
Oh, I know. I don't fit in the 22%, but I'm their friend.
Where are you at?
My joke is that I'm your friend, like the audience's friend.
Well, yeah. I was also just saying that you have friends, though, too.
I know. I'm not one of those.
All right. I didn't want to ruin your joke. I was not here for that.
Okay.
I was also just
I'll
saying.
probably cut it out. Do the article.
Okay. More than 20% of millennials surveyed in a YouGov poll released this week claim that they don't have a single friend, and less than a third of millennials said they have.
Hey, guys out there, I'm your friend.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow, that's so sweet, Sterling.
I know, man. Like, if you guys feel lonely out there, I'll be your friend. I'm your friend. We're all friends.
I just did this.
No, you didn't.
This is what I was trying to do.
You said cut it out.
You said you were cutting it out. That's when I fucking jumped in and was like, fuck it, I'll take it. I'm joking. I don't want your fucking. Hey, guys, keep the fucking friendship, okay?
Hey, guys, I'm your friend.
Oh, shit. Thank you, John, for catching on to me.
Oh, my God.
I didn't feel like you did at first.
I was
like,
Sam.
like, what the fuck?
Yes,
I was straight manning it.
Okay, you did a good job. I fucking was like, wait, is he really lost on this?
And less than a third of millennials said they have double-digit friends, according to data. Even if younger Americans are overstating their isolation, the jarring numbers reflect long-term rising trends in loneliness. Studies have indicated that loneliness has a myriad of negative mental and physical health effects.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting.
Let's see.
Loneliness, man. Loneliness. I didn't think we'd be talking about loneliness right now.
Just 1 in 5.
Did it actually kind of turn heavy? I was like, thought it was going to be funny, but now maybe it's going to turn really heavy.
Well, I think it's room for both. I think this show is all about that, about making fun of shit that's really heavy. No, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, do you feel lonely?
I mean, I think we're at a time where we have the most friends and we're also the loneliest.
We're the most isolated, definitely, I would say, for sure. Even if we have friends.
What do you mean by isolated?
Because like even a lot of the interactions we have with friends, I mean, definitely the younger generation are through a screen.
Yeah.
And you're not with them physically. So
Yeah.
even if there's a human element that's missing, in my opinion.
100%. I definitely think that's part of it, and that's why we feel this way. And that's also why we feel. That's also why I think it's really interesting that almost a third of people, like 30% of people, say that they have double-digit friends, and 30% of the people say, or 20% of the people say they have no friends.
Right.
I wonder how many of those people are actually almost living the same experience, but one of them just decides to call it 30 friends, and the other one decides to call it no friends.
Yeah.
That's
What do
real
you
too,
classify that as?
Because millennials are also fucking emo as shit. And millennials are like, I'm lonely, and you're like, yeah, but you ain't gotta be.
But at what level?
You motherfuckers
I
be
don't
choosing
know.
to be lonely, man. Like on some real shit.
I don't know.
I don't know. People do struggle, I guess,
don't
with making
know.
friends
You-
and stuff.
Right, yeah.
There is
you're
a correlation between. I know I have a lot of friends who are socially awkward. You know.
Yeah.
and who-
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a trend with millennials or if that's just always the thing, or if I just no, I'm a nerd and know a lot of nerds. You know.
Introverts
it's
and
a whole
extroverts.
But it's a whole bunch of people who are socially awkward. So just make a group. Just be in
There
a
you
group
go.
together.
Oh yeah,
And a
yeah,
lot
I mean,
of those groups
that's
are
what it is.
people who
And that's
exist online and become friends online and operate through a screen. I wonder if somebody feels like they have like a really good friend on Xbox if they consider them their friend, or if they don't consider them their friend.
Yeah.
I bet the kids do. I bet the kids play Fortnite with motherfuckers they'll know and be like, oh.
But I think people of past generations were more okay being alone. So that feeling of loneliness wasn't as prevalent. I'll give you an example. I was at the movie theater this week. I decided I'm going to go to the movies alone. And I had to sit and wait for a while. And I literally was like, man, I'm obviously all over my phone while I'm waiting. And I'm like, there used to just be so many people. The world used to be like 60% people just waiting. Like people were just waiting.
Yeah, for everything.
And you were alone.
You played a video game, and in the moment the loading didn't pop up, you were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, no. Well, you're also just waiting for something to start. You're waiting in line.
You're
You're not
waiting.
looking at your phone and doing something else. You're not like waiting for a bus, but also you're just waiting for the fucking bus. You're just waiting in a line. Yeah, and you're being
Yeah, but you
an
still did
individual.
other stuff while you waited. Like you listened to a cassette if you had a cassette or a little.
Maybe, but for
a
a lot of
Walkman.
humanity, they didn't have any of that shit. They
Yeah,
just
we're talking about like
waited.
in the 60s
and they like read.
70s. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're still doing that, you're reading.
Yes, but my point being that you spent more time by yourself, so it wasn't like I'm lonely. It's just like this is most people's existence. And now we're like you can always surround yourself with somebody. So the moment you're not with somebody, your heart feels lonely. Does that make sense? I feel that way, and then I have to remind myself like, hey, breathe, be by yourself. Because I think sometimes people sink into loneliness when they're not happy with themselves, being by themselves.
Yeah, I guess I think that.
But I guess that's not necessarily people who claim they don't have friends.
I think
Right.
that it's.
That is the difference. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not necessarily the same person.
Yeah, it's not.
You can be happy with yourself and not have friends.
Yeah, because I about to say, because myself, I tell everybody that if you're gonna ever be with somebody one day, you're gonna love on somebody for the rest of your life. You must learn how to love on yourself, and you must learn how to love yourself. I go to movies by myself all the time. People think it's weird. They're always like, why do you go to movies by yourself? You can go to movies with anybody. I'm like, because I want to watch the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I don't want you talking to me. I don't want you ruining my shit. I want to enjoy the movie. I want to study the craft of filmmaking, and I want to do it the way I want to do it. And I don't want you here. I also, what you doing right now? Anybody with you? Oh, you want to do something, fam? I'm already doing something. I'm playing a fucking video game, and I'm at peace. It feels so good to just play my video game and be in my house, or to just smoke a joint and play the arcade games and play Mario Kart. This is fun. The old shit I used to play, and then just fucking watch a movie, go to sleep. What'd you do last night? Absolutely nothing. It felt amazing. Like loneliness to me is like, so when you say soak into loneliness, I soak into it, but I think in a great way.
I don't think as much as I would like to that I feel as content being alone as you. Yesterday I spent the whole day alone. I enjoyed myself the entire time.
That's because you got that new VR set. You want to talk about that VR set you got? You want to talk about that new VR set you got?
That's hilarious.
man.
Wow, that's the link you're doing? From
Beyonce. Tell me the Beyonce.
I don't want to do it under the context of loneliness. That makes
That's
me,
fine.
it makes
You
me
thought
so
I wasn't gonna
sad.
make the
It
fucking
makes
connection
it-
from
You
loneliness
just made
to
it
the new
so
VR.
sad.
And no one even knows what it is.
Not how I connected it. Okay, I was at
love it.
VidCon,
I love it. I love
and
it.
at
I love it.
VidCon you get a bunch of freebies. Oh no, I didn't even want to talk about this on the podcast, and now I'm talking about it under the umbrella of loneliness. It makes me feel that's not.
Let's just go. You're already in the middle of the story now. You went to VidCon, gave the VR set, you got some free shit.
So obviously I'm gonna try VR porn.
I love that.
Absolutely.
I love that. It's Chris is like
Duh.
obviously.
It's like the
There
third
is
thing on the
nothing-
list.
It is
What?
not the first thing on my list, guys.
The third thing.
What?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play the games. They get probably second. Probably second.
Hey,
It might be
I-
second.
I don't. You can play games.
Oh yeah, dude. There's an app store. For
Well,
games.
they were like, it's a YouTube set. Watch 3D videos. A lot of people shoot YouTubes in 3Ds, and I was like, I don't care about watching YouTube in 3D, but I would like to watch porn in 3D. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see what it's all about. But I made the joke
Immersion.
to you that because I'm in a single period of my life where I'm not really like dating anybody, but I might be like hooking up with people. I'm like, I can hook up with somebody. Or I can go watch VR porn, and I feel like that's extremely dangerous, and I feel like I should throw it away.
Okay,
I've
so
only
look,
had this. I've only used this thing for like a week.
That's
Like,
if you
I've had it for
wait,
7
I
days.
have
Not
to
every day.
jump
Not
in.
every day.
No way in hell. You're a liar. Now let me speak, guys. Let me speak. This man is at the point of telling himself to throw away the VR set.
It's because I think
Wait, let me
it's
talk.
bad for you.
Let me talk. Now. He is at the point of telling himself that he has to throw away this VR set, which means this week, I'm happy my friend can even see still. It means this week has been eventful. It means this week has been filled with nothing but cum.
Look, I'm a
It means-
filmmaker, okay? I want to get enthralled in the movie.
How many-
I want to spend
okay,
some
so
time
now we gotta
with
dive
it.
into it, 'cause you
the
have me-
same way you go to the movie theater alone.
go to the-
Do
you
you
go
know
to-
how much of VR porn I spent going like, look at this room? Like a good amount of it.
Did
to
you?
be like, look, this one's set.
You know what's crazy
over
is that you
here.
think you spent a lot of time doing that and you didn't.
I didn't. No,
You
no,
spent
no.
10 seconds on that one time, and you want to talk about it on this show as if you're just a normal
No,
guy.
in
that
every
studies the set.
in every set, I would definitely go like, interesting.
Yeah, that's normal.
And
You gotta
I-
look around.
yeah.
You're in the VR set. It might be a nigga behind you about to stab you. You have no idea.
Yeah. I'm not the only person who tries to regularly figure out like where in the world this porn is set, right? Makes it close.
The fact that you are trying to move away from the fact that you have used this VR set so much that you're at the point of throwing it away.
It's not.
I,
so
for one,
much.
have never used a VR set.
Okay.
A VR headset for
You
porn.
are putting a lot on me
Let me
right now
speak.
that I'm not saying.
Let me speak.
But you're accusing me of things. Okay, go for it.
No, what?
Yeah.
You what? Watching porn?
Yeah, you keep going. Keep going.
I watch porn. So me as someone that watches porn, me as someone that is a porn fan, I would say, I'm a fan of porn people, of porn stars and stuff. I'm like, that girl does good work. I've never tried VR porn, and the fact that you have because you said you mentioned this off air. I don't know if you want to mention it, we cut it out if you don't want to, but like you're not even going in on no like one-on-one connection type shit. You try to get the job done. You going into
surfed around.
foursomes, right?
No, I
Threesome, foursome?
surfed around is what I did. So I spent a lot of time in porn rooms where I was like, I don't know if this one's for me.
Oh, really?
I also got really into I wanted to find like good performances. It's very personal. So
Did
if
you
you're
see
with-
any room and was like,
if
this
you're
one's
with a
kinda dirty?
girl who is not having a good time, you can tell she's not having a good time.
Oh, this is
and
too
that
much.
does not turn me on.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is too
I
much.
feel that. I feel that.
And actually, I'm
It
gonna say,
gets rapey.
I
You're in
get
the
it.
room and you're like,
no,
oh.
it's just porn stars.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of porn stars are not having a good
I
time.
know, I'm saying,
but now
but-
you can look them in the eyes as they're not having a good time.
Oh no, I'm
No.
a fuck.
That's why I'm saying
be
I had
keeping
to
the
look at a
headset
lot
on,
of them.
having fucking pillow talk with a porn star. You
Yeah,
gonna see
yeah.
me being like, is he in a relationship? Nigga? I'm gonna be in that motherfucking room, butt ass naked with the VR on my head and talking to her like, yeah. So why'd you get into the industry in the first place? Like, and she's like, yeah. You want to go again?
So
Just try
here's the
again.
thing, Sterling. Eventually, you will. No, because by scrolling through, you found girls you're like, oh, wow. And then you're like, maybe I'm in love with you. And then you're like, I can hit up this girl and we can like hang out and watch a movie and hook up. Or I can go to that porn star I fell in love with in VR the other day. And then you're like, I got to get rid of this box. It's doing weird things to my brain.
No, it's helping you, actually. I think it's protecting you.
I need to find somebody I love as much of that as that VR porn star.
It's protecting you from becoming too invested too quickly into anybody. That you're able to make sound decisions and you're able to say, you know what? As much as I would like to continue this and lead you on and take you on a third spot for the night and do this, I got to get home and beat my dick. No, but seriously, you're saying to yourself, you say, okay, as much as I would love to do this thing or hit up this girl who I've seen twice this week, but you might know you're not ready to be in a relationship just yet. That's a plane? Am I hearing shit?
I mean, I don't know what it is, but I heard it.
Oh, yeah. So you like for me, for instance, since I'm single, and I don't want to date. I don't want to date anybody.
Sterling's gonna be so into VR porn by next week.
I don't want to. No, I hate VR
conversation.
sets. I think headsets in general, so I couldn't get into it.
Oh, you don't headsets? I can play VR video games for a long time.
I can't.
No problem.
I don't even think you can. Like you're not supposed to, right?
I got a VR PlayStation for a weekend, and I could totally play it.
But I think you're supposed to take it off after a certain amount of time.
I would, but like I wasn't like, whoa. I was like, that was fun. Let's go
Oh, wait,
home.
you've been watching VR porn on a PlayStation?
No. This is on just a
I was
cardboard
like,
box.
you are invested.
This is just on a cardboard box.
Oh,
I didn't
cardboard-
watch
the cardboard-
I
yeah,
did have that VR PlayStation for 5 days twice, and I never watched VR porn on that.
It's
Just
in
to
your
show
living
you.
room because you have a
But
room.
once I had another little, that's true. Once I had another little,
He just comes in, you can't see him. He's
Yeah.
just standing there watching you beat your dick.
Sound canceling headphones.
You VR fucking porn in the middle of
also
the living
doing
room.
some Beat Saber.
You set up, bust on the dining room table. He's like, dude, hey. No, it's creepy. I've been here watching, but also you were gonna come on my dinner.
How long were you here for? How you
Too
cooked
long.
dinner?
You were gonna come on my dinner. I just put that plate down, seriously. But
That dinner's hot. That means you were cooking in the other room this
didn't smell
entire
it?
time. You should have just said no. Okay, Sterling, here's the story I didn't tell you.
yes,
So I'm so embarrassed of this. I'm already embarrassed right now during this conversation. But sometimes you have to experience things, and maybe it's embarrassing right now. So this is maybe one of the most embarrassing things that's happened to me because I started watching that VR porn. I found something. I just also got a new speaker in my house. It's a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh no.
I was like, why can't I even hear this?
Oh no.
So I turn it up and I can hear it really soft. And I'm like,
Oh, man.
maybe it's just
Oh.
bugged. And
Oh,
then I realized that
man.
my Bluetooth speaker was still in the fucking kitchen.
But who was
And
in the kitchen?
He wasn't in the kitchen, but if he ever went through to get water or
Yeah,
anything, part of me wants to go, hey, dude, sorry, did you hear porn being played really loud on a speaker in our
me,
living room the other day?
Because
But
then you go,
I'm like, do I?
Yeah, they've been saying they've been hacking into people's systems, doing that to everybody. It's crazy.
Because
It's an Alexa bug.
I saw next
Yeah.
door, everyone's talking about it.
He's like, oh, okay. How do you get that alert?
Yeah, it's just really weird. And then he's like, no, I actually didn't hear that. And I'm like, never mind then. Forget about. Never mind.
Oh, it was on the Onion.
No, my imagination. Either did I.
My boy one time.
No,
went
but
to-
that's such like a textbook conversation. Like, oh, my Bluetooth. It's like a meme. Like
It's
playing in the other
really
room.
a meme.
It's
Yeah.
like from and it happened to me.
really,
Yeah,
my,
it's crazy.
my
And I
boy
was
did it
so
one time
embarrassed.
at the studio. We had a session, and it was with like some girls were working in the actual studio, working on the project. I think it was like 5 or 6 girls in the studio, and he opened up his laptop. He's a writer. Opened up his laptop to play some new shit, like some shit he wrote. As soon as he opens the laptop, you just hear all kind of fucking noises and all kind of shit. And he was really quick with it. And he was like, "My fucking roommate, I'm gonna slap that nigga in his motherfucking face when I get back home."
Yeah,
I'm
right.
sorry, ladies. And he was like,
Sorry, ladies, I don't watch porn.
No, he was like-
just my roommate does.
"Well, it was just
On my laptop.
Yeah, dude. But you're in a professional setting. You're about to play some new records, trying to get placement, and the first thing
Yeah,
you hear
that
is,
sucks.
and you're a female. You're doing this for a female artist. It'd be okay if you're in the room with all dudes, and we're like, all right, we watch
Still,
porn.
it's just about you being sloppy though. It's for some reason.
You have some
reason we
class.
all put
You don't even close it. You just.
Clean up
we
after
put
yourself.
different people's. You put judgment as if none of us ever do it if you don't clean up after yourself.
Yeah, you gotta clean up.
That's
after
why it
yourself.
was so embarrassing that I fucking played it in the living room. Cause I mean, it's not like everybody doesn't watch porn.
Yeah.
But everybody doesn't watch porn.
But everybody definitely doesn't watch VR porn, and all I'm saying is
But everybody.
I think that
John
shit-
said he don't watch porn.
I don't watch porn.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So then that means John is not. Are you into VR?
I love VR.
I would love it VR,
but
made
I'm
you get into porn.
glasses though. Then VR don't really mix that well though. I'm trying to find a set that like is glasses friendly.
Oh,
That's it,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so you're saying you're open to porn if they were more open to you.
Am I the only person?
Exactly, Sterling.
Who also keep in mind, VidCon was like 2 weeks ago. I didn't like.
Hey, you've been beating it for 2
no,
weeks.
no.
straight?
That's,
I'm joking.
I'm saying I didn't run home and go. I got porn
The
shit.
first
I was,
thing, yeah.
I was emptying
I
stuff out
walked
this
home.
week, and I was like, do I throw this away? And then I was like, I guess I'll try VR porn
Yeah.
once. And then it was like, I guess I'll do that again.
But
and
what's
then it was
wrong?
like, should I watch porn or should I just watch VR porn? I think that I think it's bad for the psyche. I think that if a teenager was doing this growing up, that kid's fucked.
So it feels
I
better?
do not.
Wait, but
no,
wait,
it's
it
just
feels
an
better?
unrealistic expectation
But
of sex.
I'm saying to
for-
you, I'm saying to you though, like when you watching VR porn, right?
yeah.
Are you watching it? You like this is so much better than real porn. I mean,
It's
regular porn.
crazy.
I just actually go yes or no. Is it so much better?
I mean, I've only done it 5 times and it's been nuts. Yeah.
All right. Can we get a close up now? I'll take my glasses off for this. 5 times.
I should have said 4 or 5
Thank you,
days.
guys. 5 days means at least 50 times.
It was 46 times.
Oh shit. Oh man, I feel like you're like in my head.
I was like, this is something I'm gonna indulge into, but not for long. And I really was like, I don't want to watch porn in VR. I don't want to do that.
In my head, I've just like developed in my head a whole sketch.
I don't
of,
want
like,
to be a VR porn
a sketch
guy.
of you being addicted.
I just-
Obviously, just like flat out addicted,
yeah.
but like not even like normal addicted, like flat out addicted, where like
Walking.
your work breaks, like you're outside where people take
Oh my
smoking in
God.
a smoking area, you're beating your dick instead with your VR headset on there, like he's addicted. What are we gonna do? Because I feel like you're falling into addiction right now of VR porn.
I'm not falling into
Can you go a day
addiction.
without it?
Yes.
I'm joking. I just want to talk about
My strange addiction.
I'm joking. For anybody that's listening and not watching, I'm fucking with Chris.
No.
I do think that it's something I'm open to watching, but if you're telling me it's something that you can't come back from, I don't know if I'm open.
That is not what I was saying.
Are you?
Well, it's a step
in
up for
fact,
sure.
in
Are you
fact,
planning on coming back?
In fact, I hit it. I did it a few days, and then yesterday I was like, I could go hang out with a girl, or I could just hang out and watch VR porn. And
Man.
that is
Oh,
the
yeah.
time when I went, is this a healthy thing? Could this
Okay.
spiral into a weird place?
And do all the same stars do VR porn?
I actually kind of stuck away from people I knew.
Oh,
Because I didn't want
like
to,
new world.
I didn't want it
new
to get
girl.
ruined for me.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't want it to get ruined, but
Okay.
I didn't want to like pick my favorite porn star and then see, because I'm
You've
serious.
seen everything.
Up close, you realize they're not having a good time.
I don't like that.
I
know some porn stars.
I had to go
Chris,
through.
I know
no,
porn
I
stars.
found ones where they were having a good time and it was amazing.
But I'm just saying, I know.
But
porn
I had
stars.
to
I will
search.
bring them on this show. We will talk about this again if you want, and we can jump into this. But like,
I'm gonna be honest. I saw one porno yesterday where I was like, these 4 actors are incredible in this form. Like they are so good. They're doing this choreographed thing.
Wow.
They are nailing it. They are at any time you look at any of them and they are looking at you like they are in love with you.
Wow.
And I was like, man, all of them are in this at all times.
Maybe-
and they really seem like they're having a great time.
I think they were just.
And I was like,
Chris, I think they just were having good sex.
yeah, they were just having good sex.
That happens too.
But there was like, but it was it was very cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
It was
I believe
beautiful.
that. It was beautiful. So
That, and then
where
I was
were
like,
you-
I gotta get
how
away
do you-
from this
How are you?
because I don't
involved-
want the option of 4 beautiful girls to have sex
are-
with or try to start loving somebody.
Are you involved in this? Like, how does it work in the VR porn? Like, is there a dick?
Yeah.
that- do you see? if
Yeah,
you look
you're
down,
giving
can
a
you-
dick.
Can you, are you giving a dick?
You
right?
are given a dick.
That's whack. I almost like his dick. What if his dick's smaller
You
than
do
mine?
have somebody else's dick.
What if it's a white dick?
Just don't look down.
Do you get the clicker preference? Can you say black man over here, black dick?
That's the
Is there
feature right there.
representation? Do we have proper
I
representation
obviously
in this
didn't
field?
look. for
Japan
black
has that for
dicks.
sure.
Did you look down at your dick?
Of course, you're
And then
fucking girls.
Wait, let me ask you a question. You look down at your dick and you're like, I got a nice dick? Or did you?
That's
I'm not keeping
That's
this
the
in.
main VR fantasy. It's like, wow.
I'm not keeping this in.
Imagine you just have a shitty dick. You just looked at it like, this is the shittiest dick. Do you get the fucking
I had shittier dicks than my own dick occasionally in VR. It kind of took me out of it.
Okay, man,
And
this is the thing.
also, a couple times I had like a huge dick.
And you were
I
like,
was
hell yeah.
No, I was like, this is too much.
You didn't take an opportunity to have a big dick, like a huge dick. Were you ever given a black dick?
I never looked for black dicks. No.
But how do you
No.
look for the dicks? You know, I think it's given to you.
Yeah, I guess
That's
you're
your
right.
dick.
I never got given a black dick.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I
First of
guess
all,
the guy's not in the thumbnail.
that guy sucks. I feel so bad for
I
the
don't
guy
know how long
whose
this
dick they
conversation
use, but
goes
they're like,
for.
you're not a good actor, so we want to just use your dick. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you didn't get cast in the
You got
role.
a face for VR.
Yeah. You get callbacks. You think you'll get the fucking role, and they're just like, hey, you yourself, we hate. Your dick, we're gonna keep, if that's okay with you. Like that. Yeah, this is just a weird world, Chris.
It was a weird world, and I think I want out. And I think, I mean, we can check back in, but I'm pretty sure I'm leaving this world. I don't think it's good for the psyche. That's actually the conversation I wanted to get into, is like people who watch.
You were gonna
VR
be able to have a
porn.
mature conversation with me
No,
about VR
I
porn?
wanted
Okay.
I wanted a mature conversation about what happens to your psyche, and instead you made it all about me, and you kind of embarrassed me.
You know what encompasses?
It's great for the show.
Japan has that problem where they have the loneliness problem, like where they have the VR. They marry VR characters.
So,
I get it.
Chris, how is this not
I get it.
the perfect tie-in?
Am
for
I
millennials?
recommending VR to these lonely people? I don't know. You want to do this podcast in VR?
What if you? Okay.
I feel like we could be pretty
Are
good
you
at
okay?
like,
Are you okay?
talking
People
in
getting
VR.
like VR married? Like, are you okay? Like, to you, is that like a world?
I
that
like
you
the
look
movie
down on?
Her. I mean, you know,
Her
if
was great.
it makes you happy, that's all I can say.
If I can FaceTime like friends in VR and shit, that sounds.
that
dope.
sounds
No,
pretty
that's
cool.
different. I think you're saying like a
No, I'm saying
somebody
like
that's not actually married
like
to some VR fucking
people
figure.
in Japan, you know, there's a loneliness epidemic, and they have VR Central, and people like marry
Like
video
Her.
game characters. Yeah, it's literally Her.
But
yeah.
what if you like start getting
Oh.
into it?
I
with
don't
your
know.
VR?
Is
What,
that
like,
bad
is
or
there
is
ever
that
any
good?
domestic disturbances through the VR? So he's
crack screen.
He's yelling at her. I hear them next door. They get there. It's just this dude with a fucking laptop. He's just yelling
But it's
at
like-
the laptop. He's just getting pretty abusive
Look
in this
how fucked up
relationship.
that
he
laptop
has
is.
one of his odd. He's just like,
Answer the fucking question, Hillary.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're trying to say. he just like doesn't realize she's just Is it like AI where it like continues to get
wait,
smarter?
so
Or is it like
no.
just like
It
a
depends.
stock bank of fucking of words that she can say back to you?
There are like dating games in Japan, and like in the character that they ended up with in the dating game that they marry in real life. Like it's
that's
sad.
really interesting, man. I don't know what I feel about that.
Japan
I don't
almost
think I
encourages
want it. I really want people to find humanity in other people. But then you look at also people who are very lonely and people who can't find other people, and you go like, is
come
that
to
an
your VR with it.
alternative?
I would come to your VR with. If you had a
If
VR
I
with, yeah, I definitely I would.
Married one of these 4 women?
Yeah,
One of the 4 women. Yeah. How'd you guys meet?
just link in. Yeah.
We were in a porno. 3 other women. No,
Funny story. We were in a porn together.
Well,
Well, it wasn't really his dick.
It was actually my best man's dick. We met. We really hit it off. His face is hideous,
Hideous face for fucking VR.
but he's a great guy.
That's what the world has headed. That was the old joke of back in the day, of course, was you have a face for radio. And it's
You have a
like,
face
now they're
for
going to
VR.
just use it for VR. We progressed
There
to
you go.
VR.
I
This is
think,
great.
Face for
I think
VR.
we could pull off doing this podcast in VR and like keep looking at the person like they're 4th person in the
It's got to
conversation.
be
Can't do it.
surround sound too. It's got to sound like, you know, like Chris is coming from my left ear. So
But I could, I wouldn't okay it, or I wouldn't want to do it with you guys, only because my house isn't that clean. And
Okay.
if you look around my whole house and be pissed.
You'll be me.
Yeah. We have to hide.
No, my house is clean.
What are you talking about?
My house is clean.
This is nice.
It's like a couple things that should be picked up that I didn't pick up. And
It's
I would hate
mostly
you
just
guys.
People
mostly
people
Nucky.
will mainly be watching Nucky.
Yeah, they
that's
definitely
it.
watch Nucky.
No,
Nucky
yeah,
Cam,
it's
but Nucky
crazy
can be
to
great.
watch.
That's it.
Nucky's actually been chilling the last couple weeks, so we got to give him a fucking
yeah.
applause. He's laying down.
Actually,
now.
I noticed that.
Chilling. Yeah, I fuck with Nucky right now.
Good boy.
Wrigley, you always good. Wrigley, you want to sit with Daddy?
All right. I know that we talked about shootings last week, but I thought it was appropriate to bring up. Is that okay?
No, of course it's appropriate to bring up. I mean,
I thought it was appropriate because on
it was 2 mass shootings.
Saturday, over 23 people died in El Paso, and then the next day there was a shooting in Dayton, Ohio. And last.
Wait, was it 23 people in?
And now it's 23.
Oh,
crazy.
Oh,
there's
it's 3
been
more
people dying. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was 23.
It's the 250th shooting in the U.S., right?
Yeah, now we're at like 252.
And it's like probably 252.
203 days.
The next country in line is obviously why Trump is trying to build this wall. Mexico's out of control, guy. They got 3, I think, or 2, like, which is crazy, right? It's like, for me, the bigger conversation, obviously, that I don't even have the energy to continue to get into is the terrorism of white males in this country and what they continue to do. And no one, as long as it's a white male, they will not pay the fucking cost for it. No, they'll continue to try to report it as, let's get into this thing about this person's psyche or this or that. But if it's anybody else, it's the same story. They'll post a fucking picture of you joking with your friends with a liquor bottle. Make sure they start the depiction of, if it's a black guy, if it's a Hispanic guy, if it's a Filipino guy, whatever it is if it's not a white guy, you're not protected in this country. And it's just fucked up that each time this is, it's like our own president won't call it terrorism.
Yeah.
He won't call it terrorism.
No,
but it's
he made this speech. I mean, he's using his words in his manifesto, and Trump does this
on
speech
Facebook had a fucking picture that said Trump with all his guns laid out.
Trump is a very passionate speaker, and he goes in front of these huge crowds and he tells it like it is, and he speaks from his heart, and that's why actually people like him. And he can't go in front of a group of people and passionately condemn it. Instead, he has to dead-eyed read a teleprompter and say words that he doesn't seem to believe.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of it, he snaps out and he goes, "Thank you very much. Thank you very much." Like he just did a performance. Like he didn't. Thank you very. I mean, that whole thing was weird, but saying "thank you very much" at the end, like he just gave a big performance, was so telling.
For me, it's like when people try to get mad at other people and they're like, "Oh, you don't even care about the shootings, or you don't care about this." We've already gotten into this before, but it's like that person just feels helpless. That person also probably feels like, if I talk about this, nothing happens. So why even continue to bring this energy into my life? Because it's so fucked up that nothing will change. We have 250. Somebody tweeted this or some shit. I should read the exact tweet, but it was a tweet saying that if it wasn't a telltale sign and a mark in history when the whole shit happened at Sandy Hook, that was just like, Americans don't care if children are getting shot in a fucking school.
Once we stopped caring about the kindergartners dying, all hope was lost.
All hope was lost. And it's just so real. It's like, we motherfuckers didn't really care. And people cared. People obviously cared. Everyone. I mean, I cared. You cared. We all cared. But once you realize the country didn't care and nothing came of it, no change happened after that, you were like, no change is going to happen.
And people thought it was fake. Some people started.
Conspiracy theorists. I had a good day.
But I thought in your heart, you want to say it's fake, and you haven't ever heard of it, Sandy Hook, and you can't really picture these kids other than what the things you've seen on the news. And so I feel like people ignored it. But now at this point, it's like everybody has a town near them or at them or their town where it's happened. And like, I think that should be a fucking wake-up call. I said this before last week, and somebody tweeted at me, thinking back to Last Wine and Weed when you said that it hit different when a shooting happens in your hometown, and I didn't think that it would happen to me. I'm truly sad. It's this guy who's from El Paso. He works at a Walmart in El Paso, and I can't imagine how close that could be feeling to be like, it's a store like this in this same town with all these people. Like, I don't know how people can realize that these are real people in real people's lives. And if changing the laws saves one person's life,
no, I think that I agree with you.
Then it'll be a difference. I
think
hope people start realizing it's everywhere. It can happen anywhere.
No, I think you're confused on this. I think you keep speaking about this as if people give a fuck. Like, you keep saying it like, oh, this could happen to you. They don't give a fuck.
You think that the people in the towns where it's already happened haven't changed their minds? I wonder. That's my question. If you are pro-guns or if you're from a town like this.
I think that we shouldn't be in a place after all the years of mass shootings, continuous mass shootings, that we need a wake-up call. What kind of fucking sick fuck would you have to be to have a wake-up call? No.
Because it becomes personal to you for the first time.
No,
that's why it's easy to say immigrants are enemies, because you don't know what it's like to be born in Honduras.
I know cancer sucks. I don't have it, right? I don't have it at all. My grandma had it, cool. She died from it, cool. I know, but I didn't need her to die from it for me to know cancer was some bullshit.
Yeah, but if I had a family member who died from cancer, I might be an activist about cancer in a way that I wasn't before, because I knew cancer was bad, but I didn't really understand that cancer could happen to me.
Okay, so what you're saying is we need to wait till the shootings happen in each town. Then maybe
I hope not, but I think that it makes more and more people realize as it starts to happen, like he is saying, like this guy Eamon is saying, and like I'm saying, is that when it comes close to you, you really fucking feel it.
Yeah, but that's just such I continue to try to not let you say it because it's such a fucked up way of thinking.
No, I'm not saying it should be that way. I'm saying that what's it gonna fucking... I'm saying that everyone should realize that it can like, imagine that every town is your town. Personalize it, make it about you.
What I'm saying is I would probably go... I could be completely wrong. But I would probably feel like if I got through the whole country and took surveys throughout the whole country, I feel like the percentage would be higher for people who think we need to at least have a gun reform, right?
Yeah.
I think the percentage would be higher.
I think you're right.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Our government doesn't give a fuck, and it's big money and it's big business. And I think that enough people do realize already, Chris, that change needs to happen. I think enough people are speaking up about this. I think as long as our politicians continue to monetize this thing, and they understand that they don't want to fuck with that world, bro. That world's scary.
Yeah.
You don't run shit over there with the NRA. They run that shit. You either play ball with us or we'll run your ass up out of here. So they gonna play ball. And I think everybody's looking at them to be like, politicians should change. Like, no, just like you may play ball at your workplace to fucking make it in life, they're playing ball at their workplace to make it in life. They're not going to not play ball for you. And it's fucked up. But enough people are speaking up. We all feel like this bullshit needs to change. Everybody's so fucking afraid. They're going to come take our guns. Ain't nobody thinking about the whole martial law. Like, calm the fuck down. Even if they do take your guns, all we're saying is that everybody on earth shouldn't be able to operate these guns. And I'm tired of talking about it on this show because I do get into a space of like, am I numb to it? No, I'm not numb to it, but why you want me to bring myself down? It needs to fucking change.
All right, let's just you want to go through just news real quick, like quick shit.
I don't smell. Meet the people who have stopped washing.
Oh, I want to hear about this.
Okay. Man, we're talking about millennials a lot in this episode.
This is millennial shit?
Yeah, this is some millennial shit.
This is some millennial shit. Nah, motherfuckers was not washing for a long time. This ain't no millennial shit. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
I don't know what this story is.
My grandma wasn't washing nothing.
Let's
except for her house. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I felt my grandma.
A number of people are ditching soap and trusting bacteria to do the job instead. And an entire industry has sprung up to accommodate them.
You sound like the girls that say stuff like, pussy is a self-cleaning oven. And you be like, bitch, if you don't get your ass down there and clean that.
No, they mean like you don't need like a douche.
No.
They don't mean you don't have to like wash it.
I don't know, fam. It get thrown around too loosely for me.
I don't know.
It get thrown around too loosely for me. But let's jump back into this.
David Whitlock has not showered or bathed for 15 years.
I'm out.
Yet-
I'm out. I'm out.
Oh my
I'm out, fam. I'm out. I'm out. There's no way. There's no way.
Or did
I'm
not
out.
see that coming.
15 years? Actually, maybe with the week mark or maybe months. And say 15 months, I was going to still be like,
I thought it was going to be days.
Oh, yeah.
15 days is extreme, too.
Yeah, 2
15
weeks.
days is a long fucking
Yeah.
time.
2 weeks.
To
damn.
not wash, 15 days is a long time. 15 years?
15 years, yet he does
not?
not have body odor. It was kind of strange for the first few months, but after I stopped missing it. After that, I stopped missing it.
I
he
in my
said.
head just like, I'm sorry, John, just saw a sketch again. And it was like literally them doing a documentary and them saying, David Whitfield is not washed up in 15 years. He's the millennials and he's just homeless. And he's just a dude that doesn't even know they're doing a documentary on him. He's like, I'm just like, they're doing close-ups, but it's just a homeless guy. He's just like trying to get by and live his life. And they're like, he hasn't washed up. Millennials don't think washing up is important. He's like, I want a job. I don't know. Like, I just imagine it's just a homeless guy. What the fuck do you mean you haven't washed up in 15 years? It's not
I thought
possible.
I thought you were going to be like, and he hasn't washed up in 15. Oh my God.
Oh, man. Oh, wait, this is the guy?
Oh, wow. Wow. And he doesn't have any body odor at all. It says no body odor
Do you
in
have
the
a picture of it?
script.
They got
Yeah.
a picture.
Wait, but I'd also like to hear how he does this. Does he wash? Wow, that was unexpected, right?
That's not him.
That's him.
That was
Bullshit.
It's really him. It
Show
says
the
right
cam-
here.
Make sure you.
Well, I was just going to put a
Okay, yeah, put it
graphic.
up.
Wait, that's the guy?
That's the guy, because this is the co-founder of the pharmaceutical company who's taking aim. Yeah, this is the guy.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I'm listening now. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, for
Guys,
those of you,
I might be
sorry.
down to not
So
watch it.
those of you who are listening, this guy looks kind of like. Can I look at him for a
He
second?
looks
Yeah,
like Steve
yeah.
Ballmer.
He looks like.
He looks like fucking
Like a character from The Office, man.
He's
like
got a
Dick Cheney or some shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dick Cheney. He's got a bit of a Mitch McConnell,
He's
but
got
not full
a white
turtle chin.
substitute vibe. A white
Yeah.
English teacher. Like, he just looks like a fucking normal white guy.
He's wearing
Yeah.
a plaid button-up shirt. He has a bald head. And
Yeah,
He
hair
looks
on the side.
freshly shaven.
He's just a dad.
Yeah, basically. So he says,
Grandpa.
so he technically does wash up. If,
I'm out. I want to hear about niggas that ain't washing up for 15. This dude washes up.
if I get a specific part of my body dirty, then I'll wash that specific part, but never with soap, as well as germs. Soap get rid of the skin's protective oils and
wash up.
alters its pH level. Although Whitlock appreciated getting an extra 15
Marketing strategy.
Yeah.
We're out. I'm out.
Wait, wait.
It's a fucking product he's
Oh
trying
yeah,
to sell
yeah.
us.
He has. There's like this soap that he.
He's trying to
Yeah.
sell his soap, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, it's all fake.
It's all
I mean,
fake.
I've
I'm out.
definitely heard
See,
No,
this is what you
pH levels in the
do.
oils and stuff.
That's what I do. I'm skeptical of people, and I'm right all the time. Fuck this bullshit. This is marketing at its finest. This is like the LifeLock guy that was like, I'm gonna put my social security number on the board, and no one can take my fucking identity. And he took his identity 4 times. He never fucking reported that, but he sold so much shit and made so much money from having LifeLock. Marketing. Hey, what are you branding yourself as? This dude's branding himself as a guy that sells a fucking new tech soap that you don't need actual water for and shit probably, and you can just rub it on your
What's
body.
his supposed story though? Because it has to like check
He's
out.
CEO of a pharmaceutical company.
Yeah, so like he's so it's starting a movement pretty much. Like so people are like, yeah, you know what? We don't need to do that. So I don't
Are
know what he's trying to
people
sell.
trying to do it? Are they achieving no body odor?
Let's see.
Hey, right before he did his press junket, they were like, "Hey, you should probably wash up though, if we're really gonna convince people that you don't smell."
Wait, are you crazy?
I
That dude
use
washes
Axe
up
body spray.
twice a day. He's
Yeah.
just selling
So
us
the
soap.
guy wrote this article and was like,
He was like, I'll give you, it's called payola. He was just like, I'll give you motherfucking $50,000 to write this article that I have now washed up in 15 years. I've been developing the fucking Elon Musk shit of soap, and I want everybody in the world to understand we don't need Dove anymore. And then he's gonna sell us this new soap, and it's gonna happen. Time's gonna happen where we're not gonna use soap anymore because of this guy. We're gonna be like, yeah, fuck soap. This guy's right. Soap is not good. And then he's gonna start selling soap in like 30 years, and then it'll be like, yeah, the new whatever his company's called, it'll be called fucking no water
Listen,
or no
I got
wash.
a plan. We're gonna change soap.
And then he
This
goes
guy?
right back and he buys Dove's name and he buys it. And then he just owns Dove. And he just
I
full-
changed the formula for soap. That's a cool idea, though.
It is a cool idea.
You go for it, bro. Let's go to the next story.
Would you not wash up? Would you test this out, Chris?
No, I love showers and I love baths. I just think it's so sad.
You take baths?
As much as I can. If I'm at like an
Really?
Airbnb and there's like a nice bath,
Tub?
or when I'm at a hotel if there's a nice bath.
Really? I should spoil
Take a
myself with more
fucking
baths.
bath.
I'd take showers all day, but
I don't really take baths at home.
really, I have a nice bathtub. Not
Yeah.
that you can use it. I was not offering you my bathtub.
Sure. Yeah.
It was more
I can still
that-
take a bath
take
next
it.
week though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you can, John.
Cool, thanks, sir.
It was more for
Big
me.
sexy with the bathtub.
Big sex with the bathtub.
Hell yeah.
It was more of me just saying I don't use my bathtub, and I probably should. I imagine a good bath feels good.
Yeah,
I
take
don't
a
know. Bath make me
fucking
feel like a little.
bath,
It makes me
dog.
feel like a little kid, and I feel weird in a bathtub.
That's only if you got to get somebody to come in and wash your hair.
Yeah. Also, like if you don't put enough soap.
Arms up.
Oh shit! That never happened to me, but like also like I've watched movies. And that's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's fucking funny.
You know what? Glasses allow you not to get as fucked up quick.
Yeah, no, can I try?
Why is that a thing?
Can I try?
I feel like you're drunk, and I'm not.
I know. You feel invisible.
I'm not judging you though. Yeah, I feel it. I feel great.
Well, I was trying to figure out how I feel about that because I think things have changed since I gotten older. Whoa, do I look like a whole different dude?
Yeah, you like a blues brother.
Hey.
Whoa.
What the fuck was that?
I was, like,
That man,
expecting-
I thought he was gonna make a
I
speech.
couldn't- it was
gonna be
I
something.
thought he was gonna have a deeper voice.
I'm trying to
He
figure out
just
how-
breathed awkwardly into the microphone. He literally just said, "Do I look
I
at
tried.
the-
I
Yeah.
think I'm. Is it like I can't see it? I can't.
You just look super
I
cool.
gave
That's all you
up.
gotta know.
I gave up.
What are you doing?
I was trying to figure out who I was in these glasses.
Okay.
You're you whenever, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always on brand.
The only headline
Sounds
that I
like
haven't
cool.
read yet is
Circumcision.
oh yeah, circumcision. So do you want to talk about that one?
Wait, and what's the other one?
Little Mermaid, Guy Fieri endorses himself as Ursula. That's the other one that was trending.
I saw that, but you know who got Ursula already?
Oh, who?
They booked it already.
Oh,
Queen,
was
Queen
it-
Latifah.
Oh, it was Queen Latifah?
Nice.
Oh,
She's
wow.
great.
I
She's
thought it was
fucking-
Melissa
Nice.
McCarthy. So I was like, but Queen Latifah.
Ooh,
Queen
both
Latifah's
sound
gonna be good as
yeah,
as-
that's
yeah.
way perfect. That's way
Yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah. You get the musical element
This is going to be great.
and the singing and the.
Who's Flounder? That's all I want to know now.
What the fuck are you laughing at now? Yo, like I'm freaking out looking at you with these glasses on.
So I'm laughing at the fact that you were like, I feel less high with them on. I feel much
More
more
high.
high with them on.
Well, that's because
I
you're
didn't even
high
feel like
already
I
and you
was
threw the
high.
glasses on.
You
and
had
then I
to-
put these glasses on and I went like, whoa, I'm in a virtual world. I felt like I was in a new spot.
Yeah, no, I for one, I feel like amazing with those on. I feel like
All right,
I'm
well,
like
then we're going to switch back.
super sober.
So yeah,
Ready?
you had to start the ride with the glasses on. You can't just get on the
Yeah,
glasses.
you can't
right
just
now.
get on the ride. Especially when you can see yourself in glasses you've never worn before because there's a monitor above my camera.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I can't stop looking at like
You're like trying it on.
the fucking shot I have.
And you feel crazy. You feel like you're
Well,
too,
now I feel like
you feel like
rock
you're too
star
into
me, and I'm
yourself.
like, oh, I'm kind of fucked up. And then I was like, you didn't feel that fucked up before you put these on.
I give you the fucking glasses back now. All right. I like the glasses.
All right, here, try these now.
Ah, now I want them back.
Right?
It's too bright.
It's too bright.
Let's add a little bit more dick to this show. This is a dick episode.
You guys
Oh, wait.
are wondering.
the Dick
Can we-
Millennial
Can we
episode.
make the titles on our shit dicks, and more dicks, wine and weed?
We can.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
It's
Yeah, I
the
wouldn't know
most watched
thumbnail.
episode.
Man who
5
was
million views.
for man who was circumcised in hospital mix-up awarded $24,000 compensation. A man who was mistakenly circumcised in a hospital. What?
Somebody shake my head, just pissed.
Terry Brazier, aged 70, went into Leicester Royal Infirmary for a bladder procedure,
Bladder procedure.
known as
boy.
a Christoscopy.
Bladder Proceed.
but was mistaken for another patient by hospital staff and was circumcised.
The
The hospital.
If you made it 70 years without cutting your dick, and you woke up with a new dick, you don't even know that dick no more.
Yeah.
That's a completely different dick. You just
actually-
gave my dick a haircut I didn't ask for. Like, my dick, you just cut the top off my dick.
Oh God.
I wanted my dick with the turtleneck. I've been rocking it for years. And now all of a sudden, my dick just got a fucking
It's cold in here.
It's cold as my dick is shivering. My dick is definitely smaller than usual. My dick has had motherfucking heat on for years.
You see your dick
And you
naked
just-
for the first time.
You see your dick naked. Your dick sees himself naked. Your dick don't know who he is.
Wow.
Your dick looks
My
in the
dick is
mirror.
wearing clothes this whole time.
Yeah.
Your dick's like, what the fuck?
You think he found a new though? You know, you're 70. Why not experience everything? Why not live your last final years
Fam, what you not
with
gonna
a
hit me
new
with?
dick?
What you not gonna hit me with is $24,000 for cutting my dick off, cutting my dick fucking skin off.
I think it's kind of
With
a
an
good deal.
$24,000? That's not enough.
You're like,
First of all, you know how?
that guy got $24,000 and a new dick.
Okay, I know.
And a new dick.
But what if he was happy with his old dick?
He probably was.
That's a good question. That should be part of an interviewer's question.
He
Sir.
were you happy?
Well, that's actually why it ended at $25,000 because the judge was like, "Sir, were you happy with your old dick?" And he went, "Not really."
Judge, that's not the point.
pretty chill.
He doesn't answer. That's not the
He's
point.
like, "Look, I love this."
First
new
of all, I
dick."
imagine he was in pain for a week at least.
All it says here about his reaction was like, "Oh, it was a real surprise." That's all. That's the
guy
only
is-
quote.
Is this
But
guy?
I think the intention was this. I think he's like kind of an older man. He kind of looks like the guy who doesn't bathe, and he goes, "Oh, it was a real surprise.
Yes, Dad.
It was a real surprise.
I mean, imagine.
I could
did
sue
they
the
at lea-
pants off of those
I do
motherfuckers."
have a question because they don't say this within the article. I read it earlier. Did they at least fix his bladder problem, or like did they just send him home with a new dick and more bladder problems?
Did he get charged for the bladder problem?
It was
And-
$23,000.
yeah.
They gave him $1,000. They was like, hey,
my God.
I would
Really
want.
got
Hey, here's the
$1,000.
thing. I'd want like $23,000 for the settlement is cool, but also your bladder treatment is free.
yeah, of course you want your fucking bladder. If they make
Like-
that man pay for the bladder treatment, get
It's
the
like
fuck out
if
of
you
here.
forgot to put in the order for my quesadilla, you should give it to me for free or give me something free. You know,
You comparing
If
this
you
man getting his
fucked up
dick
my
skin cut off
order-
to a quesadilla. You
If
disrespectful
you fucked
motherfucker.
up my order.
My order? This isn't order we talking about. It's a whole new dick.
Well, I'm just saying his bladder infection should be in the package.
Yeah, but like
No pun.
messed up your order is like, hey, I ordered a quesadilla. You guys give me 2 tacos. Like he didn't order anything on that menu. That was a different. It was a different restaurant. Literally, he went to a Jamaican restaurant and they brought him pasta.
He was at a Jamaican restaurant and they cut his dick off.
Exactly. You're like, I get a beef patty. Let me get a motherfucking patty and like new dick alert. What?
I want a new dick when I turn 70. What if,
Fuck it, right?
you know?
You
That
shit.
would suck.
What
That
if you-
would suck if you didn't like the new
What
dick.
if
It's
you?
only
What
off.
if he was circumcised and they put skin on his dick?
They
Sewed
just-
some new skin on his dick.
I
It
like
was
it,
spaghetti.
Tan France. That's
They was like, deal with this elephant trunk. He was like,
I
what?
love it. I just watched this season of Queer Eye, and it makes me think of a Queer Eye makeover, where they also give him a new dick.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
That's fucking
I like that.
hilarious.
That's
I've
fucking
been watching
hilarious.
Queer Eye all weekend.
Oh,
It's
you've been watching
it's
Queer-
a great. It's the best reality television show that's ever.
You just watch Queer Eye like on your own and shit?
Dude, I used to watch with my girlfriend.
Yeah, but
because
then-
you
yeah,
know, because you know, but also it's a great television
I
program.
believe that.
I'm gonna be honest. I also tried watching it with my friend Jared, who likes also watching Queer Eye, and I liked it better watching it myself.
Yeah, because you wanna get what you wanna get. You wanna understand.
It's like you go
I
in
get
the
it.
movies. I get it. I like watching Queer Eye by
Yeah,
myself.
you like, Jared, I don't want you judging me if I know all the gay insight and the lingo.
No, it wasn't judging because both of us enjoyed it.
Because both of us fucked afterwards.
Listen, I'm gonna cry. It's the same formula as like a Pixar movie. You hit one point, you're like, I'm not gonna
In Queer Eye?
well up this Queer Eye episode, and then you watch and you're
Were
like,
you crying Queer Eye?
Oh, you well up.
I've never watched it then. I mean.
Oh, I think I definitely know episodes that would hit home with you. They really wide.
What is going on Queer Eye? I don't know what's.
Yo,
I thought Queer Eye was for the straight guy. I thought Queer Eye was like.
Yeah, one of the dudes got shot and was in a wheelchair, and
one of the queer guys.
Yeah, no, one of the guys they make over.
I'm starting to think this is.
They like make over his life. They make over his house, his style,
they
his
do
haircut.
that. It's like Extreme Makeover Home Edition with
It's Extreme Makeover Home Edition for a life, and it's really well done.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sounds dope.
And like they make a like. And at one point, you're gonna be
name.
like, "Fuck!"
The name is a great name.
It's like they do his hair, they do his clothes. They have one guy that does culture, where it's kind of like a talk, whatever. And then one guy redoes their whole fucking house. And it's like 4 of them are like fucking around for like an hour and a half. You're doing his hair, and you're good at hair, so you kill it. But one guy is doing a fucking renovation of a home every fucking week.
I just don't understand $24,000.
What country did this happen in?
Huh?
I believe it was in the UK.
So it's free. The whole thing was free.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing was free.
It changes it when
it
it's
does
not
change
America.
everything. You go in a barbershop and they giving out free haircuts. I don't know if you got the right to really complain about what you get. I'm just saying. Imagine you get back to school charity drive when they give out free haircuts and that one mom comes in complaining like, you fucked my son up. You like, bitch, it was free. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out. Yeah, man, you walk in asking doctors that's working for free.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you
I
expect?
was supposed to do your bladder. I cut off your dick. Whatever.
Whatever, get the fuck out.
This is all propaganda for Big Pharma. They're like, do you really want free healthcare? You want your dick cut off. Here, someone's going to start using this, being like, yeah, but in the UK, one guy went in for a bladder surgery. They cut his dick off. You want your dick? I'd stick with the plan you already got. We don't need those poor people ruining healthcare.
We don't need those poor people ruining dicks.
Dick was gone.
Your dick is gone. If you let people take care of themselves other than you.
Oh, ask yourself, under the presidency of Donald Trump, how many dicks have we lost? Zero.
Over 1,000 lives a year.
We've gained dicks.
Zero.
We've gained dicks. The dick charts are through the roof.
There are dicks all over America now. America is a country full of dicks.
Oh, God.
Packed airtight with dicks.
Oh, shit.
It is the dick show. It is the penis episode of Wine and Weed.
It really is. Oh,
you guys thought we couldn't do dick jokes?
We do dick jokes, too.
You guys
and we're the
something
best
where-
ever, motherfucker.
Hey.
If y'all didn't know.
If you didn't know we do dick jokes, welcome the show, baby.
Next week it's gonna be farts.
I know you guys thought y'all was going to come here and listen to smart shit, but nope. Dick jokes.
Dick jokes this week. This time,
Look at Nucky. Look at my baby.
little bit of sentimentality, commentary on racism.
I love you.
Mainly dick jokes, dude. Why is Nucky so good? Did Nucky like hit a new? Did Nucky mature?
No, we're just not moving around light right now.
He's just tired.
Let some shadows come out. Nucky gonna get back to going. This my little baby. He gonna always be my little baby. You know what? I realized recently that I'm maybe not the best dad. I thought I was a really good dad. I think I'm a great dad. I think I'm a concerned father still.
Absolutely.
But then I was talking to their dog trainer recently, and she was dropping them back off. I went on a little short trip, and she dropped them back off, and I was like, yeah, well, you know, Nucky's 7. He'd be 8 no time, you know. And Frenchies only live between 8 and 13. It's fucked up. Nucky probably his time is, you know, it's getting real. And she was like, Nucky's 6. And I was like, nah, he's 7. He'll be 8. Like, real soon. I think he's going to be dead soon. And she was like, Nucky's 6, dude. And I was like, no, he's not. I think you're wrong on this. And she was like, are you trying to age Nucky more because he's this much of a fucking problem in the house? And I was like, no, Emily, you're making shit up. Nucky is 7. That's 7.5. Maybe might be 8. And she really showed me a picture of Nucky's birth certificate. This nigga's 6 and barely 6 at that. Like he just made 6 like 3 months ago, and I'm like, fuck.
Just
I
passed
got
by.
so much more time with Nucky. Nucky's crazy. Nucky's crazy.
Full wine.
Somebody's in a different space than me.
Oh, I thought so. We haven't done a good full wine, full joint.
We
in
finished
a
that
couple
joint?
weeks.
I just found it. Yeah, it's all. We can finish it right
We
now.
finished a joint. We finished a bottle of wine. That's the premise of the show.
I want to smoke some more.
But the last couple weeks we haven't done it.
I want to smoke some more off air.
All right, let's do it. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Wine and Weed.
We love y'all. We fuck with y'all. Nucky is a good dog. Nucky is my dog for life, and it's my best friend, and he loves me so much.
Leave us some questions.
What the fuck?
Don't fucking. I hope I can leave this VR porn story behind this entire.
No, I think you're gonna. I think you're gonna.
I
Connect
never want to come back to it. It's not going to be part of my AKA or
I
my
think you're gonna
identity.
connect.
Oh,
with,
I
think
do
you're
not
gonna
want to make VR porn any part of my brand.
No,
I'm
we'll
You
throwing
shouldn't
it
have said that.
into the trash.
It's not a part of your brand. It's not a part of your brand. You're better than that.
Look, I just don't. I was embarrassed, but I shared it with the people to be open. You know.
No,
it's great.
That's because you're a good dude and you want to be real.
Yeah, opening up, being vulnerable to
Hey,
the audience.
it's been a vulnerable dick ass episode.
It's been a very dick ass episode.
Thanks
I
for
don't
tuning
even like
in.
saying dick ass like that, but it's been a very
Dick butt.
dick butt is the same as dick ass.
I'm just.
It's the only time that you
Something.
can say it, really. Hey, thanks for tuning into Wine and Weed, guys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah,
I
wait,
just
Those
zip it
5
up
stars.
and
just
zip
did
it out.
I just did rock.
Yeah, that's what you're at. That's
Spider-Man,
some good
Spider-Man.
wine, man, when you start doing shit like this.
Santa Barbara, dude.
Santa Barbara, dude.
Fucking showing these roots, baby.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking
Santa Barbara, dude.
these fucking Santa Barbara Pinot Noir.
Oh, people really laughed at my little.
Dude, one of the
thing last-
top rated comments was that I looked like a guy from San Luis Obispo
I saw
last
that.
week,
I saw. So
which
you're
is
really
what I
embracing-
looked like.
I forgot that we kept that shit in. I was like, I couldn't breathe. I was choking on my shit. And somebody was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. And I was like, I was so fucked up. But hey, take care. Sorry, bye.